Hello kids, a pleasant morning to you all. In our last class, we have discussed about identifying and classifying angles. Today, let us move on to the next topic, nets and weaves of solids. Before starting today's topic, let us recall some basic concepts about 3D shapes. Dear children, you have studied about 3D shapes in your previous class. So, 3D, D here stands for dimension. So, 3D shapes are nothing but three-dimensional shapes. In mathematics, a three-dimensional shape can be defined as a solid figure or an object or shape that has three dimensions. The three dimensions are length, width, and height. To understand about today's topic, let us consider two 3D shapes. Here I have taken two 3D shapes. One is cube and another one is cylinder. Can you see here? Cube and cylinder. A cube is made up of squares. Fine. All the faces, can you notice here? It is made up of squares. Fine. Square shapes are here. Fine. The cylinder, can you see? Here it is circular shape. Here also circular, and two parallel lines which look like a rectangle. Have you ever been curious? If we open this cube or if we separate this cube and cylinder, which are the shapes we get? Come, let's see. So when you separate each shape of this cube, you will get separate squares. So this is one square, this side, that is the front side, the sideways, second, here another one square, here is the other square, and behind here it is another side, and here the bottom is one more square. So you will get many squares when you separate this cube. Fine. When you separate this cylinder, just imagine you are taking a scissor and cutting down this cylindrical shape. You will get two circles. So here you will get one circle, and here is another circle, and in the middle part it looks like a rectangle. Fine. So here you are getting three shapes, that is two circles and one rectangle. So here we conclude that the 3D shapes can be opened up into a 2D shapes. 2D means two-dimensional shapes. So this 2D framework of a 3D solid is its net. What we call? We call it as net. So let us look upon the definition of a net. The 2D framework of a 3D solid is called its net. For example, just now we have seen the cube can be separated to form squares. So here you can look at an example. Can you notice here? It is a cube which has been separated to form many squares. Fine. So cube is a three-dimensional figure because it has length, width, and height, whereas a square is a two-dimensional figure since it has only length and breadth. Children, are you getting the point? So here the cube is converted into squares by separating it. Fine. So the three-dimensional figure has got the framework of two-dimensional. So the 2D framework of a 3D solid is called its net. Let us now understand to identify the net of a cube. We know that all the faces of a cube are squares. So the net of a cube has 6 squares. Can you notice in this picture? 2 red color squares, 2 green and 2 blue. Totally there are 6 squares. It is drawn in such a way that on folding it we get a cube. Similar to this example, we also have nets for different 3D shapes. Let's move to the next concept, perspective. Children, have you observed the bridges, buildings, huge buildings, and also the railway tracks appear to be wider at our end, the end at which we are seeing it appears wider, but appear to be narrower at the other end. Similarly, roads too appear to be broader at our end and narrower at the other end. Such a wave is known as the perspective wave. Children, can you see here? Here are some examples for the perspective wave. Can you see this geometrical box? So it is in which shape it is? It is a rectangular shape. If you wave from the top, when you wave it laterally, like this, can you see? This is a different shape compared to the top wave, right? This type of wave is called as perspective wave. Let me show you one more example. Can you see this object? Which shape is this? Yes, it is a cylindrical shape when you look laterally. Fine. Can you notice the wave from the other end? Can you see this end? So now, yes, can you see? So this end looks like a circle. Fine. So when we wave it in the standing position or laterally when we wave, it is a cylindrical shape. But when we wave from other end, it is a circle. Correct? So this type of wave is called as perspective wave. Can you think of some more examples for the perspective wave? Think about it. Let me give you another example. Children, what is this? You find it in the kitchen, right? Yes, it is an onion. When you wave it from the top, it has one type of wave, and when you say it from the sideways, it has some other kind of wave, right? So this is lateral wave, and here it is a top wave. Fine. When you look here, it is different and this side is different. So this is called as perspective wave. I hope now it is clear to you all. I hope today's concept is clear to you all. We shall meet in the next class with some workbook questions and also with some more examples. Thank you.